Well, hello there, Sagittarius. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about July. July is going to have 5 weeks in it, so we'll have 5 columns of cards and 3 rows. We're doing the overview. So indeed, if Sagittarius is your sun, moon, or rising, you're in the right place. Welcome. If you want to subscribe to the channel, that'd be great. It's totally free. And let's go ahead and talk about the messages from my better angels. My better angels are telling me that we, all 12 signs, need to keep on striving, keep on pushing to do and move up to the next level. All right, so we're just going to keep on pushing so that we don't get complacent or lose our place in line, because it's like swimming in a river. If you don't keep swimming upstream, you will fall downstream, right? You'll just meander back that way. So we want to stay in pushing forward mode. So that's good news, all right? The other thing to know is that we're going to lower our expectations. So maybe we're just plugging along and we're like, if I keep pushing so hard, I'm going to get to the other end of the river, which is kind of a misnomer, of course, because there really isn't an end to a river. It usually just loops back around or connects to something bigger. And yeah, it's kind of funny how that works. So we want to realize that there's no reason to get anywhere. We're just kind of trying to stay where we are. And we got to keep on striving to do that. We can't, even at work, we can't really stay where we are if we don't keep on working hard, right? So that's the gig. All right, very nice. Thank you so much for being for that. Let us look at our guiding card for the month, all right? This is that beautiful deck, the Light Seers Tarot. We're going to use that for this particular guiding card for you, Sagittarius. All these decks have been pre-programmed for you, so not to worry. Yeah, it's right here. This is the one. All right, so I'm going to set these cards aside. This card here is the Empress. Huzzah! Very nice. This is about having really great juju and energy, and you can actually put anything out in the universe you want to in the month of July, and it will come to you fairly serendipitously. I mean, what? This is my favorite card in the deck because you don't got to do anything. You can sit around on the couch and eat bonbons and manifest what you need. Tell the universe what you want. Be clear. Be careful what you wish for. Okay? Super cool. Love, love, love that for you, Sagittarius. What? I know. My favorite card. All right. So we need a mystery card for you for the first week of July, being the 29th through the 5th. We're going to look at this card very last before we move into the rocks. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we have here. All right, what do we need for you, Sagittarius? I think this is the card for you. Right here. All right, so I'm going to set these cards aside. We can come back to them later. All right, we'll set this card over here and we'll look at it at the end of the reading. All right, now then. Aha, we're going to proceed immediately into using this Tempest deck, which is super cool. It's very piratey, very much like me. We're going to go ahead and make the 5 columns in 3 rows, showing that, let's see, we have, these are the 5 weeks of the month of July. And then we'll have, the first row is where we're at. Second row is what's blocking you each week. And the third column is going to be, or the third row is going to be all about our solution for each of these situations, all right? Because if we're going to look at problems, we're definitely going to look at solutions, all right? Very cool. So I'll set these cards aside. Now let's look, we're going to do the overview, which is really all about me going quickly through all of these cards, and then I'll save most of them and we'll go in depth on the first week at the end of this reading, all right? Now then, before we go too much further, let's go ahead and light the candle, all right? This one is Shaman's Dawn, and it is a really beautiful brand name candle, and it's called Palo Santo. We used it last month, and I found it very wonderful, and it burned slow enough that I can still use it now, which is super cool. And I'm excited to be using it again. It smells fantastic. If you go to your spiritual stores, you'll find these things on the shelf, and they're fantastic. So They last a long time, and they make a little popcorn noise sometimes. That's fun. But they also bring a lot of good juju to the situation, all right? So very cool. Let's go ahead and get back to the reading. All right. Ta-da. Here we have it. We are going to be talking about the first week of July, the 29th of June through July 5th, which is the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is always about standing up for who you are, Sagittarius, and making sure that people get who you are and understand you, and don't compromise either. So people may or may not get you, and that's okay. Be you, and don't ever change who you are, because we only got one of you, and we need you. I mean, if we don't have you, if you're not you, who's going to be you, right? So stay true to yourself, and to thine own self be true, correct? Right. So don't compromise yourself for anybody else. Where you're blocked is the sun. So you're going to have to know what you're talking about at this time. So whatever it is you're defending yourself about, don't let anyone tell you that, I mean, the gist is that they're not going to be able to tell you who to be or anything else like that. But you're definitely going to have to know who you are, as well as any other answers to any other questions, because the sun is always about not having all the answers, but because it's blocked, you have to have all the answers, okay? And do keep your finances squared away, okay? Your money needs to be straight. So pay attention to what's going on there and make sure your money is strong and straight at this time, okay? Cool. Next week over, we're talking about the 6th through the 12th. And your foundation and power is super strong right now. You are in control of a situation. Take good care of it. Do a good job. But be nice to the people around you. If you're good to your people will be good to you, okay? Chariot is here blocked. No trips, no visiting, no driving around a lot. In fact, your vehicle might break down, which will keep you from having the ability to move around much. So just to be aware of that and be prepared to Uber if you need to. But yeah, no, this is all about a blockage in movement. This could also be a blockage in moves. If you were trying to make a big move with your business or with your home, or like major actual movement, that'll be blocked. So sorry, but you will be able to use your ideas and share them beautifully and teach people what they need to know. You're going to be leading yourself to victory in a very nice way, even with or without a vehicle. So good. All right. The next week over is the 13th through the 19th. The Empress. Ooh, double whammy on the Empress. Oh my goodness. Hello. Yes, indeed. You're able to manifest anything you want ×2. What? Be careful what you wish for, and know that whatever it is, it's going to come to you in a serendipitous way. You have to be willing to tell the universe. That means the solar system. That means go talk to the sky, okay? You don't have to do it out loud, but like be out there and talking to the sky without them noticing you talking to yourself, right? Have your phone around and they won't know you're not talking to the sky. The fact is, if you can let the information be what it is and tell the universe what you need them to know, the universe will bring it to you, okay? That means like, hey man, I really, really need this. And then it's sort of, someone shows up, hey, I got one of those. Can I leave it here? Like, yes, perfect. Thank you. Well done. Now then, the Three of Swords is here. And the Three of Swords is about how it's in the blocked position. So even any empowering information you receive right now, that you are keeping a secret, of course, but it's still going to stop you cold in your tracks. This isn't something you can move on. It's something you got to just kind of go, okay, well, that was interesting. Interesting to note, and you'll have it in there, but you're like, you can't really do anything with it, okay? Pay attention to what that is. We have the Six of Pentacles here, showing that your solution for this week is that you have enough money to take care of yourself, plus a little extra to play with. Don't spend it all in one place, okay? That's good news. All right. Next thing going on in the 20th through the 26th of July, we have the Devil. You have the potential to sabotage yourself. Why does it seem like you're going to share the information you're not supposed to share even when it's blocking you? You're not supposed to share it even when it's blocking you, okay? in this position, whether the feeling I'm getting is that this is going to be good eventually. It's just not good now. But don't share with anybody else. It's going to ruin it, okay? Self-sabotage, the ability to do the wrong thing and make things worse for yourself. Blowing your life up. Try not to do that, okay? Just try not to. You know how many ways you can do that, Sag. Please try not to do that. Mark your calendar. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, okay? Now, where are you blocked? Family gatherings. Family gatherings are going to be in the way of you doing what you need to do, or they're going to stop you from doing whatever else you need to do. Maybe you have too much family in town or whatever, and you're like, I really needed to go to work, but I got all this family in town, so I'm going to try and reorganize my life so that I can be with the family. Fact is, you should just go to work. I know, it kind of blows, but sometimes that's how it is. We have to prioritize certain things over other things. Maybe they'll be here all week and you can see them on the weekend. All right. Now then, the Hanged Man is here, showing that what is going on here as your solution is that everything will be going along pretty much the way you want to, but you won't get everything you want. Okay. So there will be something that's a little bit off. Like I said, you'll be able to see your family just on a weekend. Okay. Put them off till the weekend so you don't blow your life up. Okay. Stay focused on your work. Do the thing you have to do. You'll get most of what you want done. You'll feel very much so involved in the process. Try and compartmentalize your life so that when you're at work and you're really focused on what's going on at work. And then when you're at home, you're at home. That way you can really enjoy your family, because right now they're in the way of you doing what you need to do. So don't let them do that. Okay. And I want you to stay focused, all right? Now then, July 27th through August 2nd, you have the Four of Cups. This is all about how the foundation of your heart is getting stronger. You're feeling more loved, more appreciated, more all the good things that you want in your life at this time. I think this is excellent news, and I want you to embrace this beautiful, awesome feeling and let it kind of wash over you. You deserve to be loved and appreciated so much, all right? What is blocking you right now is the Nine of Cups. So you don't get to have your wishes fulfilled, whatever that means for you at this time. I'm sure we'll get more information as we go that will tell us what this is going to be about. But your wishes aren't being fulfilled, even though we have the Empress here. Your wishes aren't being fulfilled. The foundation of your heart is strong, but not fulfilled. And we have this fella, or male energy person, who's going to be fighting for your heart's desire. You will be fighting for your heart's desire, okay? Some of you will be, everybody's different, but most of my Sagittarius are going to be fighting for what they want, okay? This is my foundation, my heart's foundation. I'm going to fight for it, okay? Do that. Do what you need to do to fight for your heart's foundation. Even if you're not going to get everything you wanted, you'll get pretty goddamn close. All right? Very nice. I'm going to go ahead and set these cards aside so that we can come back to them later, because that is what I like to do. I like to revisit these cards, use them as the inspiration for upcoming readings, which is as it should be for the month. Anyway, that's how I do it. So let's look at these cards here. These are the 3 cards for the first week from June 29th through July 5th. This pre-programmed deck is the Art Nouveau Tarot. We're going to add these cards and get new information about this first week. All right, cool. So let's talk about it. So you are going to be standing up for yourself, right? Where you are is you're standing up for your ideas, standing up for who you are and what you want to do, and you're making sure that people understand you're not going to compromise you or your personal way of doing things for anybody, which is cool. Now then, we do want you to use a convincing argument. Okay, the Seven of Wands is about separating the people out. Separate the people and use a convincing argument to help them understand what your plan is, as well as to understand you individually and on your own. Okay, that's going to be very cool. I think you're going to have a good time with that. It's going to be very smart. All right, very good. Now then, we also have Two of Cups, showing that there could be, some of you will be getting in relationships, some of you will be getting into partnerships. So having a convincing argument to get somebody to come in and be a partner with you, very fun, very cool. But don't compromise who you are in the mix, all right? Stay you. And especially in relationship potentials for my singles, definitely don't give up who you are. People tend to do that. They get in relationships and forget who they are and let the dominant human being take over. Don't do that, okay? But this is really beautiful. I see opportunities for you to step into a beautiful partnership or relationship and getting your way in the mix, because you're awesome and you're strong enough to stay who you are no matter what. And it's going to be really quite beautiful, all right? Well done. Now then, let's look over here at what's blocking you for this week. You have to have all the answers, right? You can't be running around saying, I don't know a lot. Even in new relationship situations, you're going to have an opinion or an idea about every little thing. That's okay. You can do that. That's a smart choice. You will not have a ton of options. You're going to have what you get. You're going to get what you get, and you don't get upset. So make the best of what you have in front of you. You won't have a lot of options, okay? So you will have the right options, but not a ton of them. And things are not falling together, but they are not falling apart either. So good news. You're blocked from having things fall one way or the other, including, I think, in love. So be careful that you're not falling in love. I don't think you can fall in love. You're blocked from that yet. You're in the getting to know you phase. So enjoy the getting to know you phase. It's going to be great. Do keep an eye on your financial foundation. It is your solution to pretty much everything you've got going on. Make sure your money is safe and that it's not going anywhere, okay? Don't let the new beau or boo get involved with your money. They're involved with your intellect and your heart. They're not involved with anything else, okay? So you will be getting empowering information that will help you, but you can't share it with anyone right now. It is kind of a secret, which is great. It's fine that you have a little secret. This secret is going to empower you next week or in the future, so it may not be timely to play with it now, but it will come into play later, and you will be able to pull it out of your pocket and go, hey, I got this. Watch me go. And there will be the gift of finance coming your way. This could be 40 bucks you find on the ground. This could be a bill you overpaid that comes back to you. Or it could be some other version of a windfall, maybe a raise at work or new clients coming in, which is super cool. What we need is a bunch of more people coming in, and it will be beautiful when they do. All right? Excellent. So well done, Sagittarius. I love that for you. I have this Mystic Forest Oracle that I want to use for a closing card, one of our many closing cards. We have lots of closing cards. Sorry. But let's see what we have here. Okay, what do we need for Sag right now? Oh, they're like, take this one right here. Okay. Okay, don't yell at me. We poked it out for you. Don't want you to miss it. Okay. So what's going on here? Do it your way. You were never meant to fit in. You were born to be a wild and free force of nature, here to build new and better worlds. Allow yourself to go and do that. Oh my goodness. Don't fit in. You were never intended to fit into the crowd, so convince people to come along your way. We know we need to convince people and get them to come along our way because we're busy building. I'm building, you need to come along or get out. Perfect. Your finances are going to be square and proper, which is good news. You got a new area where you can go build showing up. You can't tell anybody about it yet. It's a secret building, a secret project. And yes, financing. Dun, dun, dun. Excellent. Super sweet. Love this for you, okay? Remember, I've never met a Sagittarius that needed to be told twice, do it your way. And the answer is, yeah, you're manifesting the hell out of doing it your own way. Wow. Oh my goodness. My goodness indeed. That's awesome. I love that for you. Good for you. Okay. You need a pocket full of rocks. Let's get that for you. Okay, Sag? All right, we have black tourmaline. We're staying grounded. We're not getting full of ourselves. We're not acting out. However, we have these, it's a first chakra stone, and it's all about staying in the moment, staying here and staying practical and clear, which is super cool since you have two second chakra stones that are red jasper and carnelian. Both of them are about being very practical and down to earth. This is creative, practical creativity, creating exactly what you want, using your hands, making sure your physical activities work in the right direction towards what your creative goals are and your creative dreams are. Red jasper is about being physically smart and capable on the earth plane. It doesn't have to be a ton of creativity, but it is about you watching your feet, about you paying attention to your physical being on the planet and making sure your body is acting as you would like it to. Take good care of your body and your body will take care of you, right? Might be a couple of morning stretches you need to add in if you haven't already been doing that. Morning stretching is good for your body, okay? Excellent news. Love that for you. I'm going to go ahead and set these stones down right here. Sagittarius, you don't have to carry those rocks if you don't want to. You can carry any rocks you like. If you want to carry rocks at all, comment below and let me know what you're carrying. And also comment if you think this whole rock thing is kind of boring and stupid. Let me know. I'll listen. I need new information from other people on the outside, but I digress. So ultimately, if you haven't liked, shared, or subscribed yet, please do. It really helps my little channel grow and it's completely free. All right. And if you haven't looked in the description box below, there's all kinds of good stuff there. We have all the different decks that I'm using, so you can go to Etsy or Amazon and purchase them where I do. You can also go ahead and look at all the locations where I'll be, whether I'm in Oregon, as I am now, or Washington, California, Louisiana. Those are the places I'll be in the rest of this year. But wherever I am, come on out to the fair. I would love to read for you in person. That would be so much fun. If you can't make it to the fair, I totally understand, but I'm also here for you. There's a link down there where you can book yourself a reading over the phone, and I will be there for you in any way I can during the week. Thank you so much for coming out, and I will happily read for you again next week. We will talk about 13th through the 6th through the 12th, right? Perfect. Thank you so much for being here again, and we will see you then. Thank you.